Welcome to AI Navigators, the Lokalise series that cuts through the AI hype to explore what's actually working. In each episode, we sit down with industry leaders and innovators to uncover the real-world AI applications driving measurable business impact. Today, we're joined by Adam Soltys, Senior Product Lead for the AI Translations domain at Lokalise, to explore what's actually driving AI success in enterprise applications today. With every company claiming to be AI-powered, how do you cut through the noise? Adam reveals what's actually working. While everyone's talking about AI agents, the real impact is coming from an old-school technology that's quietly delivering extraordinary results.
Thank you for joining us today to talk about AI and how you are leading the innovations at Lokalise. Before we dive into our questions, can you give us a brief introduction about your role at Lokalise?
Hey, thank you for having me here. So I'm Adam. I'm a product lead for the AI Translations domain at Lokalise. So I mainly focus on innovation with AI-powered solutions like custom models or translation quality evaluation with scoring or smart routing between different LLMs or what we call AI orchestration. So these are kind of the topics that I focus on at Lokalise.
Great. And how did you get into developing innovations for AI?
Right, so my background is mostly in launching disruptive products at the different startups and scale-ups. So I was always excited about disruption or transformative technology or how technology can really change industries. And so when the GPT moment happened, when like the LLMs kind of scaled or were born for broader use, I joined Lokalise because I saw a huge opportunity to apply AI in a truly like transformative way in the localization space. So this is the main reason why I'm here. And because I really truly believe that with AI, we can have like really tangible, measurable impact in localization, and we are already transforming the industry itself, like really deeply change how it works. That's how I got to this, and that's why I'm here.
Awesome. That sounds super inspiring. What can you tell us a little bit more about what you're most excited about AI at the moment?
Right. So at the moment, I would say it's about the shift from, let's say, general purpose LLMs to more tailored domain-specific augmented systems that really leverage the context, right? So I think in general, just in our industry, there was like a shift since like the GPT moment 3 years ago to more tailored experiences and seeing this like materialize, not just the promise of it, but like seeing it really happen is very exciting for me. And at Lokalise, it's really coming to life right now with custom models. So this is something we have in beta, and with our custom models, we are leveraging context, especially from the past translations, to deliver personalized translation for every customer. And seeing the results and the impact is really exciting. Seeing that this delivers human-like translation quality is really amazing, and seeing it coming to life, like not just in some theoretical tests, but on real customers and real translations is great. And it feels like a true disruption, or it is a true disruption, because now we are finally at the point where we can deliver high quality translation, but at an absolute fraction of that cost, right? So, which is a transformational change.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting and definitely powerful, the custom models. So sounds really, really good. I want to ask another question. So what is one trend in AI that you think is overhyped and another one that is not getting enough love?
So overhyped, I think there is a difference in the stages of the new things that come with AI. There is like a boom, there is something new, there is a hype, there is a lot of promise, but there is not the actual impact yet, right? And this is where we are with agents or agentic workflows. So it's everywhere. right? Everybody is talking about in the AI space. It's on every conference. It's the main topic. But I think the potential is absolutely there. It's incredible. It's incredible what it can do. But I think the true solutions are not really there, right? So it's not like and especially I would say in localization, they are not like truly like reliable autonomous decision-making solutions. I think it's just not there yet. So I think what is a bit hyped is like there's a lot of talk about it, but the real world impact is not really there yet. It could be there, but it's not there at the moment, right? So
Do you think it's a bit of a buzzword, maybe?
yeah, I think like anything around AI in the last 3 years is becoming a buzzword in a way, right? So that's what happens when something gets a lot of traction. There is also a lot of buzz that gets together with this. I think in general it's still good. It just means that there is a more investment into AI in general, and also in the deep tech companies that really drive the revolution. So I think it's good, but still, for me, for example, my job being a product manager, I need to be able to distinguish if something is just like some buzz or even a fluff, and what is a really impactful solution that delivers some value to customers. All right, so it's not just about, it's not the mindset of we do AI because everyone does AI, or
Right.
we do agents because everyone does agents. Everybody speaks about agents, but that we use the right solution for the problem that really delivers the impact. And I think
Yes.
I think for every product manager today, this is a relatively challenging environment.
Right.
There is a lot of buzz, but then it's different from the real world impact.
You have to be aware of the trends, but also pick what's right and what's not for your customers and for your product. So what do you think then? We talked about the hype, but on the other side, what is something that you think in AI is not getting enough love or enough attention?
Yeah, I think it's RAG, so retrieval augmented generation. So that's something that was really hyped 2 years ago. I think it was where the agentic workflows were a few years ago. It was the main topic on most conferences and in like most let's say expert discussions, etc. And it's not that much today, but in reality, RAG is the solution that actually delivers the most impact, I believe, at the moment, right? So, and what it does, it just retrieves, or it provides additional context to AI to provide the more tailored output. In our case, more personalized translation, right? So we are relying heavily on RAG. At Lokalise, it has amazing results. So I think this is something that is not getting that much attention at the moment, but in reality, it's incredibly impactful, and it's not just in Lokalise, but like overall, this is a very this is a great technology, I would say. It can be considered like a old school in the terms of buzz and hype, but it's very, very impactful.
Very powerful. And do you have any other real world examples of applications of RAG? If you were saying not only in localization, but other things that you could share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't know, in customer support, for example, right? So if a customer makes a request to get some help, thanks to RAG can retrieve like the history of the customer, or can retrieve the context of the customer, like on what plan they are, what features they use, and then connect it with the knowledge bases for the customer support, like the technical documentation of products, etc. And with this information provided to the large language model, the answer the large language model gave is much more precise, it's much more point, it's much more personalized. So I think it's, and I think in many cases it's beating human answer in that moment. So that's another like.
That's cool. I will keep that in mind when I have my next customer support interaction. Maybe it's RAG behind it. Okay, Adam. So I have another question for you. We were talking about how trends sometimes are overhyped, but still we have to monitor trends, right? So can you tell me what you think, or what your prediction, or what you think is the next big trend for AI powered localization?
Sure. So I think there are several trends, but maybe to take a step back, in general, I see two major areas in localization where AI can drive really transformative innovation, like make really revolutionizing change. And the first is delivering the translation itself. So we use AI to translate the content, right? At really high quality, at minimal cost, that it's instant, right? So this is the first problem area. And that's also where most of the focus is today of the localization industry, not just at Lokalise, but in general in our industry. And it's a good reason for that, because it's the most valuable use case to solve, because it's what costs the most money in localization, is actually human translation or human review. So making this much cheaper or much more scalable and much faster is a super valuable problem to solve. And I think we already have the right solutions in place, for example, a RAG, and using context from translation memory, glossary, from style guide, etc., from screenshots, from descriptions, etc. So the solutions are already there. I think just the next step there is to configure it right and scale it. Right? So I think the solutions already exist. I think they're quite proven, and it just needs to be, or just like it's easy to say, but like, it needs to be scaled properly to all customers, so any customer can get the real value of that. And that's connected with the right kind of setup or configuration. Like we are talking about custom AI profile or custom models. So like how to do that customization, right? So that's I think where there will be a lot of focus. At least for Lokalise, this is going to be our main focus in this problem area, the translation itself. But that's the one problem area. And the second area is the localization management itself, right? So managing the whole localization workflow, like aligning all the stakeholders around, managing what is the budget, like if everything is where it should be, it's like some control mechanisms that are in it, some sort of project management to a large extent. And I think that's an area where there are not really breakthroughs done at the moment, but I believe there could be. And for example, there the agentic workflows can be super impactful. And I believe that this is going to be the next big trend in maybe 1 or 2 years. But I think it will take some time to materialize, right? That we see this, that we really make it much easier for the localization managers to kind of put the whole process on autopilot, so the localization managers can focus on strategic things. But the technology is there, but it's more about how do we use it, and I think that's what AI and localization is going to be about in the next 1 or 2 years.
Nice, very cool stuff. These two things sound very promising, and let's see how this unravels. But yeah, thank you very much for your time and for answering to these questions. I clearly learned a lot, and I'm very excited that we're going to share this with everyone.
Great, thank you very much.